So it's official. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a moron.
She seems like she's not terribly educated about some of the things that she talks about.
What's really frightening is she expresses no interest in actually learning about the topics that she's sort of freewheeling about.
Constantly says things that are just idiotic and very often untrue.
You have a congresswoman that doesn't know how to tell the truth.
Hasn't told this idiotic windbag to be quiet and take a seat. Don't talk until you learn something.
Unfortunately, they didn't teach history where she went to school.
He went on to call Ocasio-Cortez, correctly we might add, quote, a pompous little twit.
Pompous little twit.
Just so self-involved and dumb.
Her best defense is probably that she was too ignorant and she didn't know what was going on.
Some of the stuff you say makes no sense.
Everything she says is wrong. So she needs to educate herself.
Once read half of a book, knows nothing, and nobody would take her seriously. I mean, in a healthy society, she would be a joke.
She's completely out of touch. She has no idea what America is like.
She doesn't know very much policy-wise.
She's very confused.
Her ideas make absolutely no sense economically whatsoever.
She's young, inexperienced, and not that smart, Tom.
Well, that's a nice way to put it.
Not that smart, but with a very big mouth.
Picking on AOC again, and I just...
Well, she's very sensitive. I noticed that if you even mention her name, she's like tweeting out like crazy. She can't handle...
No, she can't handle it, but that's okay. But she's young and they learn. You know, these kids these days.
I don't know whether she's having some kind of nervous breakdown or whether all we're seeing now is the true ugliness and darkness of her ideology.
She's like the Steve Bannon of the left now.
Is it okay to still have children? Well, I don't know, Alexandria. Can we? You're the boss now.
Disturbingly authoritarian.
It is.
Even fascistic. I mean, it seems to me that she'd be much more comfortable, frankly, in China.
Ask too many questions or think too many independent thoughts and you will be denounced. You'll wind up on Commissar Ocasio-Cortez's list.
She's a socialist crusader. She doesn't know the rules.
Fake revolutionary Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Like every other good socialist, she appears to be pretty corrupt to the core.
She's also really arrogant and nasty and more self-righteous than any televangelist who ever preached a sermon on cable access.
She's also been something of a bull in a china shop.
She's kind of adorable, sort of in the way that a 5-year-old child can be adorable.
She does the Latina thing where she does her, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Seems like she's trying out this new African-American Southern-esque accent.
If you listen to Ocasio-Cortez, we're going to get rid of oil, gas, planes, cars, and even cows.
A sworn enemy of carbon.
And it's the Green New Scam.
If someone comes up to you and they say, you have 12 years to live unless you give me all your money, that's called a scam artist.
Seems more than happy to take advantage of the technology she claims is going to end the world in 12 years. Remember, she called for abolishing airplanes.
Got to practice what you preach, AOC. Got to do it.
She's the it girl, and I mean girl in a very mature way.
Her callowness and arguable shallowness.
How tired are you of screeching like this? How boring has it become? Well, not to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Can you imagine a speaker Ocasio-Cortez instead?
Interest? She might as well be the speaker.
She didn't respond. She doesn't care.